Hi guys, good evening to everybody. Please, can you hear me? Good evening, you guys. Right, if you can hear me, then that's perfect because we had a little issue in the morning. Good evening, you guys. All right, perfect. Okay, so let's go ahead. Let's like the live session. Let's share the live to at least 2 persons. Copy the link, share the live. It's not morning. This is already evening. This is 9 p.m. my time. So this is 9 p.m. Cameroon time. So please like the live session. Share the link to one other trader you want to see appear in this program, right? So go ahead and do that. We're starting. So like the live session, please. Share the live to at least one trader and then come back. I'm doing good. Thank you very much. So this is a program, I don't know, when the month was starting, I just told myself I wanted to do something and then why not? I was like, okay, let's do this. Goodness, excuse me. So give me 2 seconds and then I start the live session here on TikTok. 2 seconds. So go ahead, share the live, please. Like the live session. So I told you guys before today that write your questions, ask. Okay, write your questions down and then we are going to look at it. This evening, if you're not in our group chat, I'm going to send the link so that you can join all over. And with that, I'm going to open the group. I don't know, I could open it this evening and then you could send your questions, right? You could send more questions. If you had an issue today, then we're going to do that. So good evening, you guys. If you joined here on TikTok, let's do well to like the live session, share the live to someone else, and there you go. So 2 minutes, we go ahead and we start. Okay. Yeah, it's 9 p.m. in Nigeria, of course. We have the same time as you guys, so it's no big deal. Same time. All right, so please let's go ahead. Let's like the live session. TikTok guys, good evening. So we have let's say 1 hour. We have 1 hour to do this. It's going to run from today, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday by the grace of God. If we are done with everything I want us to do, right? So the lesson's gonna hold 9 p.m. So 9 p.m. my time. 9 p.m. GMT plus 1. Yeah, it's 11 p.m. in Kenya exactly. So it's a little bit crazy there, but just hang in. We're not going to be too long. And of course, it's also going to help you. It's for your good, right? So let's go ahead. Let's like the live session here on TikTok, please. Can you like? Let's take it up to 5k likes and then we start. So 5k likes, we go ahead. It's 10 p.m. in Rwanda exactly. Yes, exactly. So let's go ahead. Let's like the live session here on TikTok. 5k likes, and then we are going to start. So we have a lot to do today. I got to realize many traders have issues with top-down analysis. Yes, the reason why you are inconsistent in making profits in this market is because you don't understand top-down analysis. Give me 1 second. So let's like the live. 5k likes, we go ahead. Right, 5k likes, we go ahead. We're still not doing that. Let's go. 5k likes, we go ahead. If you're watching on YouTube, like the live session, share the live to someone else. It's not easy taking out this time. I also have been sleeping. I just got done with my mentorship lesson. I also have been sleeping, right? But then I'm doing this not because someone forced me to or someone paid me money for it. I'm doing it because I want to. Yes, I'm doing it because I want to. And so, I mean, let's go ahead. Let's like the live session as much as possible. Someone says my screen. You can't see my screen. I'm sure my screen is visible on YouTube. You can also hear me very well. Yeah. All right. So we're going to go ahead. Like I said, many of you have issues. You don't take good trades. You make inconsistent profits in this market because you don't have a good top-down analysis approach. You cannot analyze the market. And I always say, before focusing on your psychological issues like I take trades and I close very early, I always enter before I know I leave the market, I take profits very early. I don't leave my stop loss to hit, which sometimes might not even be taken. Sometimes you are not patient enough for price to come into your key level. All of that is because you have issues with your top-down analysis. Yes. Before focusing on that psychological part, going about and reading all kind of books, trading in the zone, discipline trader, the this and the that. I mean, you should focus on top-down analysis, because if you don't focus and try to get your own approach or a strategy which you need to use to approach the market every single day, I bet you are going nowhere. Oh yes, you're going nowhere. You are going to battle with that psychological issue till you give up on Forex. We are not up to 5k likes. 5k likes and then I'll start the real thing. Okay? I'm doing all of this because I'm talking out of experience. I was once here. I thought the issue I had was my psychology. Why am I scared of taking trades? Why is it that when I do my analysis, I don't allow it? Or when I take a trade, I don't leave it to either hit SL or to hit TP. I went about reading books. I would still read those books and come back and still carry out, I still make the same mistake. Over and over. And then I got to realize it is not because of my psychology. For me to even fix this psychology, I need to get an approach that I could replicate every single morning. Now, first, I want to ask a question, right? Make sure you answer the question. What is the first thing you do when you want to analyze? Now, let's go. This is an interactive class, please. I'm not here to deliver one message to you or tell you something maybe which you don't know before. But then we're starting from, this is day one. We're starting. Okay, so please tell me, if you're here, what's the first thing you do when you want to do a top-down analysis? What's the first thing you do? Let's see in the comment section. Write it. If you're on YouTube, write it. I'm gonna read it. If you're here on TikTok, write it. So what's the first thing you do when you open? Let me clear all of this. This is GJ. It's set up I'm really looking to, but let me clear everything out. Right. So what is the first thing you do when you open? Say I want to analyze GJ. What's the first thing you do? Okay. What's the first thing? Let's go ahead. So someone says that they check the trend. You pick a pair. I'm really telling you, you want to analyze GJ, right? This is GJ on the daily time frame. So if I want to analyze GJ, what will I? Oh, I'm not. Let me not even talk about the daily time frame. Let me say I wake up in the morning and I'm like, I want to trade GJ today, and then I write GBP JPY. Once I have the chart, what is the first thing I'm going to do? Okay, someone says higher time frame. First to know direction of the market, liquidity. Okay, go to higher time frame, of course. Map the trading range, liquidity, high time frame liquidity, check directional bias. You pray. Yeah, psychic. I'm going to say yes. When you wake up in the morning, before doing whatever you want to do, make sure you pray. Yes, because only God can help you sometimes, because this market is really crazy. So someone says again, check if the market is on the downtrend or uptrend. Okay, first clear chart and start with higher time frame and mark key levels. So YouTube says go to higher time frame and know the market structure and the market trend from. Okay, smart. Someone says clear the chart, go to move to higher time frame. Okay, someone says go to the highest time frame like the 12 months. Perfect. Nature of the trend, either of. Okay, now the first thing you do when trying to carry out a top-down analysis, say, I want to analyze GJ. I have never analyzed GJ in my whole life. I want to analyze GJ. The first thing you do after you must have prayed, like this my nice person said, the first thing I will obviously do is to go to the highest time frame GJ is being represented on. Okay, so I will go to highest time frame. That's going to be my point one. So that's going to be my point one. Go to your highest time frame. Time frame is TF. So you go to your highest time frame there is that can show you what GJ is doing, because the main motive you want to, or the main thing you are looking for, like somebody said, is the trend of the market. You want to see who is dominant in the market at a particular time interval, and you start from your highest time frame. You need to see who is dominant from the 12 months to the 6 months to the 3 months, the monthly, right down to your intraday time frames like daily, 4H, 2H, and all of that. So you don't start top-down analysis from your 1 minute. Does it make sense? Someone says, look for news. Every morning, trust me, you have to check your calendar. Or sometimes I check once in a week and I already know what is happening. So that's out of it. We're talking about technical analysis. Technical analysis. When you hear technical analysis, the first thing that comes in is top-down analysis. Because under technical analysis, they must have taught you the trend, support, resistance, demand zone, supply zone, fair value gap, order blocks, all these things necessary for you to carry out a good top down, but yet your top down analysis still sucks. If I have to ask a trader right now, show me your charts, like, I mean, it's hilarious, because I'm not going to understand. If you can send your charts to at least 2 persons and they cannot interpret what you are seeing on that chart, then you've not done it. You are still lacking. So this is just going to be some sort of upgrade, right? So the first thing we do is go to your highest time frame, and the highest time frame there is on TradingView is your 12 months. So are we together? If we're together, let me see your thumbs up. So we are going to take this one step at a time. And I believe someone here is with their notebook or with their pen or whatever, or whatever thing they want to note this, which we are going to work on. And of course, the lesson also is already, as I'm streaming live on YouTube, it is also going to be recorded. So you can always go back and rewatch. You can always go back and rewatch. So let's endeavor to like the live sessions. All right, so YouTube says know the directions in the higher time frame. Yeah, we're going there one step at a time. The first thing you do is you go to your highest time frame. What will your highest time frame do? Your highest time frame shows you who is dominant at that particular point. For example, say we go to 12 months time frame. Okay, these are 12 months time frame GJ. It's going to tell you who is dominating the market, or who has been dominating the market so far. And the next thing, this your higher time frame, like point number 2 under this higher time frame, what it will also show you is the trend. Okay, you could find the market either in an uptrend, downtrend, or in a consolidation. Exactly. In a consolidation means that price is in a range, no visible higher highs or higher lows. Are we good to go? So I'm starting these from beginner friendly, like the basics of forex trading. I'm not even doing advanced trading, blah blah blah. We're not there yet. This is just Monday. Maybe by Wednesday we are going to get to the real things. Here I'm just starting from the list. So number 1, what do? Go to the highest time frame there is. From that highest time frame, you are going to be able to see the trend of the market, and you're going to find out whether the market is in an uptrend, downtrend, or a consolidation. That's it. Now, if you look at GJ here, this is GJ 12 months. What can you say about GJ 12 months? Uptrend, downtrend, or consolidation? Let me see your answers in the comment section. Let's go. Let me see your answers. Uptrend, downtrend, or consolidation? Let me see your answers. Go ahead. We're talking, we're doing this, all of us. A good lesson or a good class is that which is participative. Like, I'm not just here to sing a song. So most of you say uptrend, uptrend, uptrend. Everybody uptrend. Goodness, uptrend, uptrend. So I want to see somebody say something different. Everybody's uptrend. Go to FXCM. I use forex.com. Forex.com is way better. Consolidation. Perfect. That's what I want to hear. Consolidation. Okay. GJ is in a consolidation. Okay, for 3 consecutive years, it's been on an uptrend. Yes, I'm talking about the overall trend. Everything you can see here. Okay, I'm not saying a particular part. Now, if you have to look at it overall, you're going to say GJ is in a consolidation. Okay, with the highest high or the range high being that, and then the range low being this. So GJ is in a consolidation. This is like from 26, okay, 2006. So from here, price has not done anything, or we've not gone out of this whole movement. So GJ is in a consolidation overall. But then if you have to talk about the recent price movements from these let me say support, then we've had buys since 2021. So we've had 6 years, or this is the 6th year of GJ pushing to the upside, but then overall price is in a consolidation. And you know it, if price is in a consolidation, then there will always be liquidity at both ends of the market, above and below. I don't even want to talk about liquidity today, because liquidity will be one of the last parts of your top-down analysis approach. Like, that will be the last. We are only back into a higher time frame. So your higher time frame shows you who is dominant. It shows you whether the market is in an uptrend, downtrend, or consolidation. And here I will tell you price is in a consolidation. So if you realize that price is in a consolidation, then you mark out the what? You mark out the range highs and you mark out the range lows. When you do this, you now get to see things really clear. Like, oh, this is this. It means that if price could be bullish from this side, we could be taking out this high. As well as maybe if price was bearish, like when we're selling here from 2015, okay, many people were anticipating that was going to take out this low, but then the low was protected. This support, okay, that's a support. Like I said, today I'm doing beginner friendly approach to top down analysis. We're not talking about liquidity. We're not talking about any advanced market stuff. So this support did what? It held price from taking out this range low, and then we've been pushing up, and then this is price. This is a supply zone. This is a very good supply zone. It's not a resistance, it's a supply zone, because price has never come back into this area. And what was this? This was an inducement. So when you go to this your highest time frame, when you look at the trend, try to do basic analysis, like maybe get some support, resistance, or maybe demand supply areas. Try to do basic analysis. Why will you do this basic analysis? So that you can have a blueprint, you can have a map. Okay, why will you do this? So that you can have a blueprint, you can have a map, you can have a picture, something you can use as reference. Before you're going to the 6 months, 3 months, monthly, you are going to know in the back of your head that, oh, prices at this level on my 12 months time frame, or on my highest time frame, prices at this point. You know, when I started doing top down analysis, or when I started trading, I thought all of these 12 months, 6 months, 3 months, monthly, even weekly, were all useless time frames, till when I got to realize the power that lies behind these guys. When I discovered it, I'm sleeping on the higher time frame. When I sleep on the higher time frame, I could get everything I need. That's why on the lower time frame, I don't panic. I don't counter trend. Why? Because I can see the picture of what I'm getting on the higher time frame. I know what to trade. Are we good? Let's take the live session to 15K likes, you guys. 15K likes, and then we go ahead. If you are understanding, if you're learning something, let me see your comments. We are still getting there. This is just 20 minutes into the lesson, so we still have more 40 minutes. Okay, what does inducement mean? Do not stress yourself. We're going to get there as we push towards the end of our class, right? Maybe on Wednesday or on Thursday. Today, like I said, I'm doing all beginner friendly material when it comes to top down analysis, but do not stress. I'm doing this to help. There are a lot of you, lots of traders. Many people come into my DM sometimes. They send me crazy analysis. Kelly, please check on this, my analysis. I don't even have time to check individual analysis. It's hectic, especially an analysis that does not resemble my own. It's very hectic. I will not lie. Okay, so if you haven't followed me, make sure you follow, right? If this is your first time here, make sure to follow. You can as well join our Telegram handle. The link is in my bio, okay? Copy, paste on any browser of your choice, and you are going to integrate our Telegram handle. And from there, you're going to come for our subsequent lessons. And tomorrow morning, we are still going to have our live session. This is not our analysis, our morning analysis. Tomorrow morning, we're still going to have it either 8 a.m. or 9 a.m. in the morning. Depends when I wake up, because with all of this I'm doing right now, I might wake up a little bit late tomorrow. Right? So let's go ahead. Let's like the live. Let's repost the live session. Share it to at least 2 persons, and then we go ahead. Like the live, share the live session, repost the live session, and then we go ahead. So what did I say? First point is go to higher time frame, and then when you go to your higher time frame, what do you look for? You look for who is dominant overall by trying to understand or to get the trend, whether it's an uptrend, downtrend, or in a consolidation. If it's an uptrend, then make sure you identify the visible higher highs and higher lows. If it's on a downtrend, make sure you identify the visible lower lows and lower highs. If it's in a consolidation, make sure you identify the range high and the range low. And next thing you do is try to get a blueprint or a map on that higher time frame that will help you to go down, or will help you to understand your lower time frames, right? And how do you do that? By trying to mark out certain key levels. For example, like I said, this was a support zone that supported price, and then we've been buying from that area since 2021. We took out this high, here, which was an internal swing high. I called it an inducement. And then this is priced back into this supply zone. And of course, the supply zone has liquidity, or it has this as invalidation, which is the range high on GJ. Now, if I already have this in my mind, I know for sure that if I'm going to my 6 months or 3 months time frame, what my 6 months time frame will do is it will just show me GJ on a more bigger picture. On the 12 months, one candle is 1 year, but on the 6 months, two candlesticks, 1 year. Each candle is 6 months. When you go to 3 months, each candle is 3 months. When you go to monthly, when one candle, 1 month, one candle, 1 month, like that. Okay, and then the next thing you look for on your 12 months time frame, though I never wanted to talk about liquidity today, you start looking at your what? You look at your like 3 consecutive yearly candles, like the past yearly candles. You have to look at it. Okay, for example, this is GJ. I start looking at maybe my 2024's candle, 2025, 2026. I look at it. Okay, so price has been bullish. This is where it is heading to. And then I ask myself, so if price is doing this, or if price did this last year, price was heavily bullish last year, it means that I have the tendency to buy more. Okay, so I'm picturing out what could happen during maybe 2026, and that's what you're going to do by the end of this year. Depending on how this yearly candle will end, whether a bullish candle or a contraction candle, you can be able to do what? To picture what 2027 will hold. If it's a contraction candle from this supply, the two things that could happen is either a sell or a buy for price to take out this liquidity before it sells. So you are already picturing out. You are already picturing something. So every yearly candle has a yearly high and a yearly low. And for example, this. So this is yearly low, and then this is yearly high. Now, this is what the basic Forex will not tell you. They will just tell you mark support, mark resistance, check what price does on the support zone, buy or sell. But when you start going into smart money, you're going to start understanding liquidity. You will know that the market moves basically because it is searching for liquidity. And as it is moving, it is engineering liquidity at the same time as it is also taking out liquidity. So price is bullish. We took out yearly high. As it's taking out previous yearly high, it is also engineering liquidity below its lows. And even these guys, all of them have liquidity. I don't want to talk about liquidity today. Let's just focus on top-down analysis. So what have we said? Go to your highest time frame. Now, when you go lower, the question you need to ask yourself is, what am I seeing? Okay, the idea I have on my 12 months, is it making sense as I go down? And what makes you to understand that, oh, this thing is making sense? Candlestick reaction. I always say that Forex would have been really hard if we were trading line charts. Like, what do you understand? Nothing. Do you see candle high, candle low? No. Do you even see a good support, a good resistance? No, you don't see anything. But with the coming of candlesticks, you can easily see what? You can see what market makers. Your network is too low. My network is good. What's happening? If you can hear me very well, please let me see you. If you can hear me very well, comment one. Comment one. Let me see. Okay, I need to see bullish candlesticks, because there's no way you're going to say, oh, I anticipate higher prices on 12 months, and then on your lower time frame, as you go lower, all you get is maybe bearish candlesticks and bearish candlesticks. That does not make sense. It means that you definitely saw wrong. Okay, you definitely saw wrong. So we're going to go back. Our point number one was you go to your higher time frame, and that higher time frame will help you to understand, number one, who is dominant in the market. Number two, it also helps you to see the trend overall of GJ. Okay, and then after you go to your highest time frame, the next thing you're going to do is what? You're going to mark out key levels so that you can have a picture before descending to your lower time frame. This is very important because if you miss this first point, going down to look for some other thing does not make sense. If you miss it, that's all. Okay, if you miss it, that's all. So go to your highest time frame, and then the next one, you're gonna mark out key levels. Okay, mark out key levels on this higher time frame that can help support your ideas. And don't mark out complicated key levels. Don't mark out complicated key levels. Key levels you can mark should include support zones, demand zones, or support zones, demand zones, supply or resistance areas, right? So that you don't complicate the chart. Your main point is you want to see turning points in the market or areas that the market could turn. Okay, so that's it. That's just it. You're not doing any refinements on the higher time frame. For example, on GJ, we know on the 12 months there's a very big supply zone which price is in. Yeah, fair value gaps. Let's add fair value gaps. I love